Hey, what's up everyone? And I am back with another reaction video for you guys today. And today I just want to do another reaction video from Super Ramy. And when it comes to Spider-Man and 20 New York villains, or should I say Spider-Man versus 20 New York villains, kind of like, parody too, Jubilee parody. So it's really interesting too. We reacted to different ones too from the Dragon Ball universe and, DC Comics, and even I think it was Marvel too. I think it was like the Avengers version. But this one too, particularly with Spider-Man, because he has some of the best, villain gallery too of rogue gallery of villains I've ever seen too, next to Batman, from the DC Comics universe. So that's just my opinion on it too, because I'm a comic book guy, and I'm just showing my age right now too. So I get it. But when it comes to with this video too from Super Ramy, it's really cool just seeing these kind of videos too, especially in 2026. So when it comes to with this video, I'm gonna react to this. If you guys like my reaction and you want to share your feelings and opinions and thoughts about it too, you're more than welcome to do that as well. Or if you even want to watch the original video too, if you want to just not listen to my reaction video for any kind of reason, you guys could check out the original video, which will be linked in the description below. So if you guys want to check it out, feel free to do so. And I kind of repeated myself too, just saying that. But without further ado, when it comes to this video, let's see what this video has in store for us too. So let's go.
I am Spider-Man, and today I'm surrounded by 20 of my greatest foes.
Oh, look at that. Venom, Doc Ock, Rhino, Electro,
my first claim
Raven,
is simple.
Spot.
None of my enemies here are justified in what they do. Not one of you.
Uh-oh.
All I do is steal back from the people who took everything from me. They stole my life. How is it not justified to take back a few scraps?
Come on,
Hey,
Vulture.
yo.
I caught you stealing an iPhone from a 14-year-old. Don't act like I don't know who you are.
That kid lives better at 14 than I ever did. His father is probably a corrupt millionaire.
That's
Why
true.
do spoiled children get luxury while I struggle to feed my family after spending my whole life as the perfect citizen?
Because
Oh, shit,
stealing
that's
is
true.
illegal. Do I really have to explain that to you at 70?
Stealing only becomes criminal when people like me do it. When the powerful steal, it's called contracts, loopholes, and policy. The system decides who gets punished, not who's guilty.
Being treated unfairly doesn't give you permission to become unfair.
I'm not being unfair. I'm correcting an injustice, not creating one. What I do isn't just morally right, it's virtuous.
You don't fix a broken system by breaking everyone else. Change comes from participating, proposing better alternatives,
That's
exposing
rich.
flaws.
Yeah, exactly.
Forcing your version of justice only creates chaos, especially when legal paths do exist.
What the
You
heck,
sound
that fact
exactly
check.
like
That's
me
so
when
true.
I was your age. I believed in legal revolt too. Then I realized those legal paths don't exist to change the system. They exist to protect it. They give people like you the illusion you're fighting back, just enough to drain your will to actually do it.
I'd rather suffer injustice than become the kind of person who creates it.
That's easy to say when time is on your side, when you're old and still broken, when your children have no future, when they're about to suffer worse than you ever did. You can't understand that.
Oh,
That's
shit, I
when
didn't know about
morality
that
starts
fact.
feeling like a
wow.
luxury.
I get that more than you think. I can barely pay rent. I give everything to this city and it still finds new ways to punish me. But I choose to believe that using my power to protect people, even at my own expense, still matters. The man you were when you struggled honestly was stronger than the man you became.
You hear that? That's exactly what the people on top want you to say. They love that. They tell you your suffering has moral value while they take everything else that matters. They turned exploitation into a virtue and somehow convinced us to feel proud about
Stop
it.
pretending you're some enlightened revolutionary. You don't hate the elite because they're corrupt. You hate them because you're not one of them. You don't want the system
shit.
destroyed. You want access to it. You and them play the same game. They just won, and you're taking that anger out on everyone else.
Listen, Spider-Man,
Why does
unlike
the
the
shocker
other
look like
idiots
Iron Man?
here,
What
I'm
the
not
hell?
going to pretend there's some
Yeah.
complicated philosophy behind what I do. I do it because it's what I've always done.
So you just came here to tell everyone you're as shallow as that quilted suit you're wearing?
I came here to tell you that nobody here owes you an explanation. I just do what I do because it's the only thing I've ever been good at.
I wouldn't say good. You're barely decent at it, man. Have you ever actually won a fight? Like, even once?
I win just enough to pay my rent. Look, this might be a game to you, but it's not for me. I don't wake up thinking, oh boy, time to get punched by a kid in pajamas. I do it because it's my only option.
Oh, come on with the sob story. You're not some loser with no options. You're a genius engineer. You built that suit in a prison cell. And you're telling me you can't find anything else to do besides being a C-tier villain?
Like I said, nothing's worked better for me than this life. And that's enough reason for me to choose it.
No! Working better isn't a good enough reason to justify going around electrocuting people.
What? Electrocuting? You don't even know what my powers are. My power isn't electricity, it's vibration.
Oh, totally slipped my mind. I've got a lot of bad guys to keep track of, you know? But then again, why are you called the Shocker? Feels like you could have landed on something better. Why not the Vibrator?
I was gonna, but it was taken by a superhero. The one who always saves MJ when you can't keep your web shooter loaded.
Still lasts longer than you do in fights. Here is my second claim. If saving people requires lying, controlling them, or ruling over them, then it's not saving.
This city under
Kingpin,
my
I knew he'll be
control
there.
is much safer
This
than
big
what your
motherfucker.
ideals ever achieved. I carry
This
the weight
guy.
of this city's underworld.
Buddy, you carry the weight of several city underworlds. But yes, probably. The city's safer for you and your goons when you're around.
It's safer for everybody. Unlike you, I don't delude myself with the idea that crime will ever stop. So I regulate it. A city under me is predictable.
Predictable. So under you, I can get a calendar reminder for when I get shot in the face? Real comforting.
Predictability keeps people alive. While you feel heroic fighting crime, I prevent it. I reduce the numbers.
Until the numbers are down. Then you start reducing people.
I eliminate people who risk the stability of the underworld. It helps keep crime organized. Nothing gets past me.
Well, yeah, you're usually taking up the whole hallway. That's why I have to go through the ceiling. You're just organizing the suffering,
God
Fisk,
damn.
not stopping
And
it.
you? You stop one mugger, pat yourself on the back, and move on. That mugger's boss sends 2 more the next day. I stop the boss from sending anyone at all.
Oh shit! That's
You
powerful.
treat symptoms while I cure the disease.
By becoming the disease yourself. You don't cure anything, Fisk. You just make sure you're the only infection left.
Look at the numbers, Spider. Homicide rates drop 40% when my organization controls territory. Emergency room admissions for gang violence down 60%.
Oh shit!
You want to talk about infection? Chaos is the infection.
That's some
Desperation
shit. Fisk is
is the
businessman
infection.
through and through. Holy
I
crap.
provide structure.
Whew,
I keep
can't argue with that
crime
shit.
restrained. Nothing escapes my grasp.
Except maybe a salad. I am sure salads are so good at escaping you.
Amusing. Make your jokes while people die in the streets.
And you keep crime restrained. Is that why crime is up every time you're out of prison?
You care more about the perception of good than actual good. When organized crime is up, that means the bottom of this society are feeding
That's
their
always the
children.
excuse. Oh, I have to feed my children. But that's not even true. Most of the people working with you spend their money on drugs and gambling while their families starve at home. If you truly cared about people struggling, you would have worked to make this city better, not to transfer the suffering from one to another.
Tell me, Spiderman.
Mysterio.
Why is it wrong for me to use my skills to make people believe stuff that will fix this unjust world? and make them question the status quo.
You don't do it for that, Mysterio. You don't create illusions to enlighten people. You do it to feed your ego, for applause, headlines, and control.
Fine. Forget about me for a second. Let's say there's someone else with my abilities. A complete saint. Someone who only bends reality to help people, to give them joy and hope. Sure, the situations aren't real, but they're genuinely making people's lives better. What then?
A good person shows people the truth, even when it's ugly, because they respect their freedom, their right to choose for themselves. The second you feed them lies and twist reality into what you think is best for them, you take that away.
So you're saying that there's no situation where manipulating people's minds is a good thing?
None.
It's not.
Forcing people to believe lies is always wrong, no matter the
Then why
intention.
did you do it?
Spider-Man.
What?
Why did you brainwash everyone into forgetting your identity? Peter Parker!
How do you know that?
Doesn't matter how I
Shit.
know.
Shots
What matters
fired
is
from
that
the
you did
movies.
the exact thing you
Oh,
just said
shit.
no good person would ever do. So what does that make you?
What I did didn't hurt anyone. Forgetting who I am doesn't change their lives.
Oh, so suddenly you're not so black and white about reality manipulation. I don't think the Spider-Man
Yeah,
from like
true.
10
That's
seconds
actually
ago would
good.
agree with you.
Don't you dare compare what you do to what I did.
You're right. I won't. Because what you did is worse than anything I've ever done. You heroes get to do the exact same things you condemn us for, with zero consequences. All because you've convinced yourselves you're doing the right thing. But newsflash, Spider-Man. We all think we're doing the right thing. You're no different from us. You're only seen as heroes because you won the PR
We're
war.
heroes because people believe in us. Even when we make mistakes, our intentions are never
Does
evil.
it really matter if the people believe in you or not, Peter? When you'll just run to some wizard, or the literal devil, to rewrite their minds the moment they stop believing in you.
You know what? Maybe you're right. But I did it because the people I love were being hunted. And that choice still eats at me. Every single day. That's the difference. I
Damn.
carry the weight
With the
of what
fact
I
check
did.
there. Holy shit.
You wear it like a trophy. My final claim is that with great power comes great responsibility.
This is gonna be good.
If you can stop harm
I think
and you
Green
don't,
is gonna be in this one.
part of that harm is on you.
So why
Oh,
do you
Doc
stop me
Ock.
every
Oh,
time I
okay,
try to
okay.
use my genius to help this city?
Because your idea of helping is insane, Doc. Nobody wants what you're offering.
It's still my responsibility to achieve it. I have been blessed with this brain power, and according to your claim, it would be wrong to not use it to change what I think is wrong.
No! Power gives you the responsibility to preserve people's freedom and their ability to choose what's right for themselves. It doesn't give you the right to decide for other adults what you think is best for them.
Tell me then, why do you
Right,
think
Spider-Man.
adults have the right to choose what's best for children?
Because children's brains aren't developed enough to make those choices yet.
And my brain is far more advanced compared to the average adult than their brains are compared to children. That's exactly what gives me the right to choose for them. I understand what's best for them far better than they ever will.
You know what's funny? Saying that actually proves you're not as smart as you think. Intelligence isn't everything, Doc. It's not enough to tell you what's right or wrong.
That's exactly what mediocre minds tell themselves to justify holding the rest of us back. They'd rather drag everyone into the abyss than admit someone knows better.
Knowing right from wrong requires emotions, empathy, values,
Yep.
and faith.
Talk to
All
him,
you
Spider-Man.
have, Doctor,
Talk
is
to him.
intelligence, which is probably why every genius plan of yours ends with you face down on the pavement. Maybe
Yep,
if you spent
got
less
his
time
ass
calculating and more time actually caring about people, you'd realize that being the smartest guy in the room means nothing if you're alone in it.
With great power
I
comes
knew
the
he'd be
privilege
there.
to rule.
I knew it.
That's how it's always been throughout history. Until insects started to have a say.
So I'm more powerful than you, which means I get to rule you now, right? Cool. My first decree, man purses are officially banned. Sorry, Gabi.
Cute. Hide behind jokes all you want. The only reason you think power comes with obligations is because yours was handed to you by a spider bite. You feel guilty about it. If you'd spent decades clawing your way to the top like I did, you'd understand. You'd know you earned the right to take whatever you want.
It doesn't matter how you got your power. Once you have it, you use it to help people. And I'm pretty sure you'd agree with that if you were on the other side.
So let me get this straight. Someone works their entire life to gain power, and now they're supposed to not only avoid hurting people, but spend every waking moment saving them?
If the roles were reversed, you'd want someone to save you.
So the powerful spend their lives becoming slaves to the weak. That's your philosophy? Look, I could understand not going out of your way to hurt people, but you're saying we have no freedom, that we owe everyone everything. That's not responsibility, Spider-Man. That's just guilt.
What you're missing, Gabi, is that you can't really get power on your own. No matter how much you think you're self-made, you wouldn't be where you are without people you've never even met. So yeah, we owe everybody.
Ha! That's what the weak make us believe so they can boss us around. Do you realize, Spider-Man, that if the vast majority of New York got powers like ours, they'd become me and not you? You say I'm your enemy, but you save thousands of me without power every single day.
You know what? I've been in this city long enough to know you might actually be right about that. But even if it is, it'll always be my responsibility to do the right thing. Not because I owe it to them, but because I owe it to myself. Hey, did you like this video? If you did, you can help us out with the new Hype feature.
Okay.
It gives real people, you, the power to decide which videos get pushed instead of the algorithm. And you know, with great power comes great responsibility.
Yes, indeed.
So it's now your job to push only great content. If you thought this video was good, please give it some hypes. It really helps the video. Oh, and about 90% of the people who watch our videos aren't subscribed. So if you like what we do, maybe consider hitting subscribe so you don't miss future episodes. Thanks a ton.
Wow, that was a really interesting reaction video, and especially when it comes to with the Spider-Man versus 20 of his villains debate, or Jubilee parody debate too. When it comes to with that, so when it comes to with that video, that was really interesting. I'm not gonna lie, it really just made me think about certain things, especially with the Marvel Universe and the Spider-Man lore too. But if you guys like, my reaction to this video too, you're more than welcome to share your feelings and opinions and thoughts about this video too. And also too, when it comes to with that, with the original video by Super Ramy, you're more than welcome to check that out as well, which will be linked in the description below. So when it comes to with that, if you guys want to watch the original video, you're more than welcome to as well, because I just want to support other content creators when it comes to with their work, and especially when it relates to entertainment, with comic book lore and other stuff too when it comes to with that. So it's really cool stuff. And if you guys want to just share this video with your friends who are into these Marvel comics and Spider-Man in general too, you feel free to do so. And I hope you guys are having a good day, good evening, wherever you guys are in the world too. Just taking care of yourselves, people that you care about, and your environment. And I will see you guys around with another video when it comes to just in these social media streets. So you guys take care and many blessings.